The comparison between quinoa and white rice on vitamin K is almost unfair in its asymmetry. White rice, the most consumed grain on Earth, contributes essentially zero vitamin K to the diet. Brown rice, which retains its bran and germ layers, offers slightly more, but still at levels so modest that it doesn't meaningfully factor into vitamin K calculations for most people. Quinoa, which is technically not a grain but a seed from a flowering plant, contains modest but real vitamin K alongside a nutritional profile so different from rice that treating them as equivalent staple foods represents a significant missed opportunity for people who consume rice as a dietary foundation. What makes quinoa genuinely interesting nutritionally is not primarily its vitamin K contribution, which is real but modest, but the fact that its vitamin K arrives alongside a complete protein profile. All 9 essential amino acids in proportions suitable for human protein needs. This is essentially unheard of among plant foods that function as staple carbohydrate sources. Rice provides incomplete protein, wheat provides incomplete protein, corn provides incomplete protein. Quinoa provides complete protein while also contributing modest amounts of folate, iron, magnesium, and zinc alongside its vitamin K. The nutritional case for substituting quinoa for white rice in dishes where the textural and flavor differences are acceptable is compelling across multiple nutrient categories simultaneously. The negative finding worth addressing honestly is that quinoa is more expensive than rice in most markets, and in communities where rice is a cultural staple with deep food tradition significance. The recommendation to simply replace it with quinoa can feel nutritionally arrogant in a way that fails to respect both cultural context and economic reality. Not every vitamin K optimization recommendation translates across economic or cultural contexts, and this is one where the prescription needs to be offered as an option rather than a replacement mandate. There's also a preparation quality issue that affects whether people who try quinoa actually continue eating it. Overcooked quinoa becomes mushy and unappetizing in a way that ruins the dish and creates a negative association that prevents future adoption. Quinoa is done when the germ ring becomes visible and the texture has a slight bite. It's a shorter cooking window than most instructions suggest, and pulling it from heat slightly early and allowing it to steam in the covered pot for a few minutes produces reliably better results than extended cooking. Toasting dry quinoa in a pan before adding liquid dramatically improves the nutty flavor and helps the texture hold better through cooking. The grain swap from white rice to quinoa represents a legitimate nutritional upgrade that delivers modest, but real vitamin K alongside substantially better protein quality. For people for whom this substitution is culturally and economically viable, it's one of the more broadly beneficial simple dietary changes available.